Charlie, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, doing really well. Buzzing to announce new news. Signing with Frank Warren, new start, new goals, new weight, and it's the next chapter. And I'm really looking forward to pushing on now with my career.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Well, first of all, congratulations. How did all this come about then?
It come about with me being a free agent. I decided to step away from Eddie. I could have had another a fight on the contract, but it overran a certain time, and I thought I could have this fight, or I could just step back, be a free agent, and kind of know my own worth, sort of thing. So I spoke to my management team, MTK Global, my advisor, and he advised me, look, go a free agent, be patient. Um, Once everyone knows you're a free agent, people are going to be in contact. And that's what we did. I sat back, I waited. I was going to fight on the MTK show, which because of all this lockdown and that, it didn't happen. And like, it gave us time. And everyone started kind of contacting Daniel and my advisor, who advised MTK and advised me to sign with Warren. It was the best career opportunity, the best career path, and he paid me a great bit of money. So it was a no-brainer.
um, and obviously, did Sonny have any say in that? Obviously, he can tell you what it's like working for Frank, can't he?
Yeah, well, me and Sonny were obviously very close. I've been around a lot of the Frank Warren shows over the years with Sonny, so I've kind of like got to know everyone working behind the scene. And we've always had a running joke, like they always used to say to me, when you're coming over and joining us, and I was like, show me the money, like having a laugh. And yeah, I've seen what Frank Warren has done with my brother. He brought him through the ranks. And he's a superstar on BT Sport now. He's really come into his element. And especially now that Frank's teamed up with BT Sport, it's a massive platform to be on. My brother's gone from level to levels, and they've really treated him well and looked after him. And I see on first-hand experience like how much Frank does appreciate his fighters.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the last 10 months for you personally, it's been quite eventful. I mean, first of all, that was that bizarre defence of your world title, which obviously went your way in the end.
It was a blessing that it got called a no contest, because I retained my title, not the way I wanted to retain my title, but it is what it is. On paper, I'm still the undefeated flyweight WBC champion of the world. And I've moved up, and I've carried my ranking from the WBC into the super flyweight. So I'm ranked number 2 now in the world for super flyweight. So I'm in a great position. And that's all a thing of the past now, you know. I killed myself to make my weight. It really did fry me. And theoretically, my health was on the line in that ring. And coming away from that, and then deciding to vacate, seek professional advice, got all science tests done, and it wasn't healthy what I was doing. And more importantly, your health's wealth, right? So I decided to move up. It was a bitter pill to swallow, because as a fighter, no one wants to do that. And I'm sure me and him will meet one day again, and I can put that one to bed when I'm at a weight that's my strongest weight. But moving forward, that's all behind me, and I'm really looking forward to the fresh new start.
No, absolutely, mate. I mean, you said about the weight. I know any fighter, you know, any weight apart from heavyweight has to go through the mill to a certain extent. But what were you doing that was above and beyond what is considered normal?
So I don't like to say it because it's not, and the board wouldn't really like what I'm saying. But I dropped 4.5 kilograms of fluid the night before the weigh-in. So I dropped 2.5 the night before, and in the morning before the weigh-in, I had to take off an extra 2. And this was me under 3% body fat. I must have had an hour's sleep the night before the weigh-in, so I was really cooked, and my body was on fighting survival kind of mode. So I've seen how dark it was, and to be fair, I was laying there with negative thoughts running through my head, and that isn't me. Like, I was laying there thinking, I can't fight. I'm not going to be able to fight. And then I'm thinking, I don't want to end up like my mum. And it was scary, real scary. And I can hold my hands up and say that then thoughts were going through my head. So it was a no-brainer to leave all that kind of behind, you know. And what happened to me in that ring, maybe a blessing, because had that have gone 10 rounds, 12 rounds fight, I could have been in a bad place and took years and years off my career.
God, that's awful. I mean, like you said, you just said it there, like health is wealth. So, okay, on to the positive. Moving up to Superfly, you automatically number 2 WBC rankings. So, what's the? I mean, obviously you haven't been in the ring since August, so I guess you'll be looking to get in as soon as you can.
Yeah, that's it. I'm really looking forward to getting back. To be fair, for me, I'm one of them fighters who live and breathe the sport. I'm in the gym all the time, training. So I have been ticking over. I've been learning. I've been letting my body take a rest out of this extreme weight making, and I've allowed allowed to reset and let my muscles relax, let my mind relax, instead of being camp to camp to camp. So I'm in a very good position now where I'm ready to go. I was probably overtrained, fatigued, tired. My body was stressed. My mind was going, making this major lightweight. So I've had that time to like let my body recover from these extreme sport that we're in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going straight away. I'm fit. I'm ready to go. As soon as that phone rings and we get an opponent, I'm good to go. I've been running. I've been training him. I've got a little gym at home, punch bag. I've been doing weights and that at home. So I'm actually in a very good position that I'll only need like 6 weeks, 6 weeks to be able to go.
Yeah, and do you think, I mean, obviously, are you bothered who you fight to start with? I know it's a silly question, but obviously there's the ring rust element and all that. And
yeah.
The second question is, would you be happy initially fighting behind closed doors? Because that looks like the way it's going at the moment.
Yeah, well, me and Frank spoke the other day. We were talking about this. Behind closed doors, I'm all good to go. For me, I like the element of that it's never been done before, so it's history. So why not be in this history bracket where we can put in good performance behind closed doors? There's going to be so many viewers online, on the TV, that are going to be tuning in because they've missed their boxing fix. So this is a real kind of like it's going to be a bit of a surprise for a lot of fighters, because a lot of fighters will think, oh, I don't want to do it because I can't get up for it without a crowd behind me and things like that. But I see it as a positive, and I see it as these kind of fighters who are fighting on these cards are going to make a massive name and a massive statement. And you put in good performances, you're going to become a household name quicker than you would normally. And for me, like I spoke to Frank, I'm super flyweight world ranked, but I fancy fighting a bit at bantamweight. Any world level fights, I'm going to fight down at super flyweight, obviously, because I'm ranked, and I see myself as more of a super flyweight world level competitor. But with this that's going on, there's not a lot of flights coming in. We can't get all these foreign opponents in. So it makes sense if I fight at bantamweight. There's a lot more British fighters out there that will probably potentially fight me at bantamweight. So it's an interesting time, and I'm looking forward to being able to, coming from world level to British level is going to be where I can showcase my skills massively. And I think it will be a great time for me.
Yeah, nice one. No, that's a really positive way of looking at it, mate. Yeah, so lockdown, you just sort of touched on it then. I'd say because you sort of flip between Sheffield and Croydon, is it? Or Surrey?
Well, my mum and sister live down in Croydon, so I'm back and forth normally to see them. But when I've actually not so long ago bought a house in Sheffield, so I'm settled up here now. So I'm living up here permanently. And my mum and my sister, before all this was coming down, they were coming to move up. So after this, they'll be moving up, and this will be our home base. My gym's here, my trainer Grant Smith, my team's up here. So yeah, I've just stayed up here and just kind of got on with it. Like it's not the ideal situation. Luckily, we've got technology, and I can FaceTime her most days and speak to her and catch up.
Yeah, because I know you're very, very, very close to your mum, and that's a lovely picture there behind you. How is she doing at the moment?
Yeah.
Is she okay?
Yeah. To be fair, she's good. She's good. She's smiling. Like, obviously, she's in a vulnerable group, so she's got to be careful, and my sister's got to be extra careful with her. But yeah, she's nice. She's smiling. And when we check in with her, that's all she needs. You know, she's a bit of kind of stimulation. She's never going to be 100% again, but she's, as long as she's smiling, as long as she's happy, that's all we can really ask for.
That's great to hear, mate. And what about Sonny? Have you seen? I mean, obviously with the lockdown, have you? But I know last time I spoke to you, again, you're two very close.
I think me and Sonny are very chalk and cheese. I feel like with this kind of situation, for my own mental health and for my own feel good factor, I'm on it. Where Sonny's took a bit of a kind of a lax approach. Probably just he's thought like, I'll just chill out a little bit, because when it gets going again, I want to hit it hard. So we haven't really been doing the challenges online and stuff like that with him, but I have been doing it with other people. And we've, like, when the lockdown rules kind of like loosened a little bit, he come on his bike rid over to my house, and then we kind of like, I ran and he rid the bike. So we've linked up here and there, like with the 2 meter distancing, of course. But yeah, it's been a crazy time, because we're so used to being in the gym day in, day out, seeing each other.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just for your own point, before we go on this bit of the interview, where it's very difficult, I know at the moment, there's the whole thing that's going on, but ideally within the next 6-9 months, where would you see yourself?
Like you said, it is a hard one, because we don't know how long it's going to go on for. 6 to 9 months, I'd like to be in a position in all kind of governing bodies, be up there in the top 10, top 15. So I'm ready for a title shot at any kind of weight. So manoeuvre myself in new positions, get higher rankings, and then after that, push forward another world title.
Well, good luck, and congratulations again on joining Quarantine. And it'd be great to actually see you in the flesh sometime soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, nice one, mate.